Well, hello, St. Mark's Church family and our friends here in the community. I'm Pastor Eric, and we are so excited to be able to open these doors again and invite you back for in-person worship. You know, as wonderful as our online gatherings are, there's just nothing quite like seeing those familiar faces and being together in worship. So we're so excited to be able to offer in-person worship again, beginning Sunday, July the 12th. Now, as we gather in this first phase of our reopening, there are going to be some things that are different. And that is for your safety, and out of love and concern for those around us, there are some things that we're going to need to do to be absolutely as safe as possible as we gather together. So both the state of Tennessee and the Holston Conference have suggested some guidelines for us to follow as we reopen for worship. Those things include maintaining social distancing, requiring the wearing of a mask when you're inside the church. They ask that we gather your contact information in case contact tracing is needed, and also that we rigorously clean the facility so that it can be ready for you here to join us. So we're going to kind of walk you through what you can expect as you join us again for in-person worship. Let me also say that with our live stream capabilities, it provides a wonderful way for you to stay connected to your church family if you're not ready or comfortable to join us back in person. We want you to know that your presence online is very important to us, and that's a part of our online faith community. So whether you choose to be here with us in person or your worship is online, we're all a part of the faith community together, and we're going to look forward to reconnecting with our live worship on the 12th.
So as we gather to worship, we're going to ask that everyone enter through the ramp. And you will see that we have social distancing stickers to aid you in keeping that 6-foot social distancing guidelines recommended by the CDC. And we are a loving congregation here at St. Mark's. We love to give each other hugs. We love to talk to each other. But during this phase 1, we're asking that you maintain the 6-foot social distancing guidelines. So as we come in the ramp door, you will notice that we have a greeter here that's going to greet you. We also have masks available for you. If you do not have one of your own, you're welcome to take one of our masks and wear it while you're here, and you can take it home with you.
Good morning, and so glad to see you. Welcome to St. Mark's.
So our greeter is going to greet you at the door, and one of the requirements by the Holston Conference is that we are able to contact trace. So they're going to take your information, and then we will go around to the sanctuary where you will be seated by our usher. So as you enter the sanctuary, maintaining our social distancing, you will be greeted by an usher. The usher will seat you front to back. Then when the service is ended, we will dismiss you back to front, and you will wait to be dismissed by an usher.
Well, I know here at St. Mark's, one thing that you are known for is your warm hospitality. And so I'm here in the area where you would normally have coffees and refreshments beginning at 10 o'clock. So in this first phase of our reopening, just know that we're not going to be able to offer the coffee and conversation at 10 o'clock. Another thing that you will find that's different is we're not going to pass the offering plate. I know, shock of the world, the church is not going to pass the offering plate. However, do not fear. We do have offering plates available in the back. So on your way in or out, we encourage you to place your offering there. You probably also know that you can give online to support the church. Even if you're joining us on our live stream, you can always take advantage of our online giving through our realm. And you can do it the old-fashioned way. You can mail a check here to the church office. But just know that your support through this time is absolutely critical for us remaining in ministry. So we really appreciate your support in that area. Another thing that you can expect is that we will not be passing the attendance pads because your attendance has been recorded as you entered into worship. Another thing that you'll notice that's different as we return to worship in this first phase is that we'll not be able to offer nursery for the kids or dismiss for Kingdom Zone. So families will be worshiping together in the sanctuary. Now the CDC recommends that children under 2, or those that cannot wear masks, worship and join us for the online experience and not here in person. Again, that's just for your safety and for your family. One of the things that you can expect as we reopen in this first phase is that we're going to utilize the online tool Sign Up Genius. That's going to allow us to know how many folks are anticipating being here with us. So you can look for a link to Sign Up Genius in your newsletter, also through an email, and it'll be on our social media. And again, as you pre-register, it's going to help us be prepared for how many folks will be here with us so we can meet safely and be prepared for you. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed our What to Expect tour as we anticipate live in-person worship on July the 12th. But don't forget that on July the 5th, we're going to be doing our first live stream of worship. And we want you to join us online as we begin a new message series called The Power of Story. Now, Jeannie and I have been working on this idea, and we're going to work through where I'm going to tell you a bit of my story as a way to introduce myself to you as your new pastor. Then we're going to focus on your personal story and how powerful your story can be as you bless and help change the lives of others. Then in week 3, we're going to look at the story of the church and celebrate the amazing history and ministry in this community that St. Mark's has had. We'll close it out with thinking about our new story together as we begin a new chapter in the history of St. Mark's Church and begin to dream a little bit about what does God want for us to do and to be in this community in this new day. So I really hope you'll join us either on the live stream beginning July the 5th or here in person beginning July the 12th as we explore the power of story. Hope to see you then.